Hello and welcome. This is Borno Restoration. I am Jesse Tafida. On today's episode of the program, we will take you through the inauguration ceremony of Governor Babagana Zulum as he takes the oath of office to serve the people of the state for the next 4 years. Before that, let's bring you up to speed with Borno Today. The Borno State Emergency Management Agency say the agency, under the leadership of its Director General Yabawa Kulu, was able to repatriate 3,500 displaced persons taking refuge in Niger, Cameroon and Chad republics, as well as about 1 million IDPs resettled back to their places of abode. This was disclosed during the handing and taking over of the affairs of the agency following the dissolution of state executive members, chairmen and board members of agencies and parastatals.
I have been the lead focal person to the Governors Forum since the time of distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima. I represent governors in the lectured Governors Forum where we work on regional stabilization, peace building and sustainable development around the countries of the lectured Niger, Cameroon, Chad and Nigeria and some of the Sahelian countries including Sudan. For admin, the greatest achievement, the legacy that I believe I'm leaving behind is the recruitment of 62 personnel into this organization, very young and vibrant graduates across various professions were recruited into this organization.
While handing over, Yabawa Kolo thanked Vice President of Nigeria Kashim Shettima and the Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum for finding her worthy to work in that capacity. The Center for Advocacy, Transparency and Accountability Initiative is calling on the administration of President Bola Tinubu to develop policies that will guarantee the rights of Nigerian women to menstrual hygiene. The group made the call during a press briefing in Maiduguri, capital of Borno, in a bid to set an agenda for the new administration. According to the group, government should provide public schools with adequate water, sanitation and hygiene facilities and free sanitary pads for girls of reproductive age. They believe that this will ensure safety of girls who are vulnerable to reproductive health complications.
Most importantly, we want to have a kind of education sensitization being created to the society, mainly to mothers, mainly to fathers, so as for them to take it at tender age with young girls to have access to knowledge of what menstrual hygiene is all about. We are very optimistic, and this is a new administration of government. We are trying to set an agenda for them, and not even at the federal level alone, but at the various northern state level, which we are calling on state governors, state government to prioritize the issue of women and young girls. The society population comprises of high percentage of young girls. So this is why we want to host these kittens and want to have these kittens.
If we can make the condom free, why not the pad? Since the pad, her menses is not her own doing, it's a natural thing. So we feel if the government makes pad free, or if they cannot, they should make it cost less to nothing, that everybody can afford to buy pad, because the pad is very expensive. So if the government can do that, I think we will really appreciate it. And if the government would make sure that there are toilet facilities in school, gender sensitive toilets, where there will be availability of water, soap and the pad in the toilet. The girl child must not ask for pad. Let it be available for her to use. It will be able to take care of out of dropouts and out of school. The girl child will not stay at home just because she's menstruating.
For this press conference, Katai, in collaboration with Bodi and other partners, are optimistic that government, non-governmental organizations and well-meaning Nigerians will put all hands on deck to ensure the possibility of easy access to menstrual hygiene in the country. On the 29th of May 2023, Governor Babagana Zulum took the oath of office to serve the good people of Borno State for the second time. The event, which witnessed presence of the government of the Lake Chad region, could best be described as one of its kind in the history of the state. Now, during his inaugural speech, Governor Babagana Zulum promised to consolidate on his achievements in revamping the state. Security, health, education, infrastructure, and human capacity building will be his area of focus as he states the affairs of the state for the next 4 years. Take a listen. It's an early Monday morning, not like any other day. It is the inauguration day of Governor Babagana Zulum for his second tenure. Maiduguri, capital of Borno State, witnessed massive number of people coming out in their numbers to show solidarity to the state governor. Like a carnival of sorts, residents of Maiduguri, capital of Borno State, marched from the government house, Maiduguri, to the Ramat Square, venue of the inauguration. Music at full blast as they marched through the streets of Maiduguri, capital of Borno State. They finally arrived at the Ramat Square, Maiduguri. The venue is full to capacity, with people patiently waiting for the arrival of Governor Babagana Zulum. Finally, the executive governor arrived. Chief Judge of the State Kashim Zanna administered the oath of office to first the Deputy Governor Umar Usman Kadafur, then the Governor Babagana Zulum.
Governor of Borno State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, in accordance with the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law.
taking the oath of office, Governor Babagana Zulum takes the first salute, signaling the commencement of his administration for the second term. It was time to make his first speech as the executive governor of Borno. He first thanked citizens of Borno for voting him into office for the second time. Professor Babagana Zulum notes that during his administration, he executed over 700 projects and is ready to do more during his second time.
What makes me the happiest man here is not the commencement of the second term, but the fact that Allah is granting us peace in Borno State. And with that peace, 1 million fellow citizens are no longer living in IDPs camps. They are simply living with their dignity, with over 20,000 newly built and rehabilitated resettlement homes and in the ancestral communities which we rebuilt. I'm happy that with Allah's graciousness, with the gallantry of our military, our police DSS, other paramilitary establishment, and our volunteers in the CGTF, hunters and vigilantes, Borno secured the peace that enabled us to execute over 700 capital projects sited across our 3 senatorial zones in the north, south, and central. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in the midst of all that we have achieved, we must recognize that without peace, we could never have executed all these projects. Ladies and gentlemen, our soldiers, police, TSS, paramilitary, and volunteers have made supreme sacrifices. Hundreds of them died so that we can safely gather here in peace. We must at all times continue to remember them. These fallen armed forces, paramilitary and volunteers are the real heroes of Borno State. During our second term, inshallah, we shall sustain the current peace in Borno State and shall strengthen our security architecture and completely eliminate all forms of insurgency in the state. Open all rural roads, and inshallah, we will resume night travels in Borno State. Provisions and access to health services to every citizen is paramount. With that effect, we will recruit additional 1,500 health workers, construct orthopedic hospital in Maiduguri, construct eye hospital in a 10 unit one each in northern and southern Borno, build 2 schools of nursing, 1 each in southern and northern Borno, for training of our upcoming nurses, and in our effort to adequate provision of human resources for health sector.
Governor Babagana Zulum expresses joy over the return of peace to Borno, adding that this development led to the return of resettlement of over 1 million displaced persons across the state.
We all have obligation to make Borno work. For me, that many of you address me with the prefix of Your Excellency. You remind me that I am required to deliver excellence in order to merit that title. Leadership for me has less to do with the title, but more to do with the services we can render, more to do with the peace we can establish, the progress we can develop, and the social, economic, and environmental changes we can bring. Our vision is to open more pathways to progress for the people of Borno State by opening up rural areas, bringing services close to the people, more especially setting up 27 microfinance funds to ensure financial inclusion of our people. Setting up 27 ICT centers in Borno State in order to promote digital literacy. Listening to the people, identifying, nurturing, and developing talents that will take Borno to the next level in the nearest future. I'm very conscious of the fact that we cannot use the ideas of yesterday to run the dreams of tomorrow. That is why this second term will be about consolidation and strengthening the systems to domesticate good practice in service delivery and response to the needs of our people. We plan to be flexible in continuing things that we did well in the first term while we find new solutions to all problems. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I humbly invite you on the journey of consolidation, the journey of dreams, our collective adventure in the legacy. Let us work together and bring ideas that can help our state to move forward. Our languages may be many, our tribes and ethnic affiliation may be different, our political persuasions might not be the same. We must understand that human beings and as people of Borno State, we hold a common destiny and have a duty of care towards all citizens, regardless of their position in society. In fact, we owe more to those who have no voice. We owe a greater depth of responsibility to those who are suffering, struggling. Borno State remains a huge construction site for progress. Consolidating the gains that we make requires focus and determination. We cannot be distracted by any other ambitions, no matter how pressing those may be. It is therefore important for us to attain stability, continuity, and strengthening our system to a point where things will even be better than we were in the past. I will not fail you in the sacred duty entrusted in our care in this respect, inshallah. In summary, our promises remain the same, our commitment is unwavering. In fact, we will review the promises we made and identify which ones we have not been met and why. We will take these issues forward and do more within the limit permissible by law and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Today is not the Inaugural speeches, there is work to be done. I'll round up by congratulating His Excellency Asuwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCMR, the President-elect, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and his Vice President, our very own distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, GCOM, was our victory at the falls. We commit ourselves to supporting them to succeed in every capacity required. As indigents of Borno State, we have no any other alternative that support our Vice President. We shall pray for him, pray for the President, and pray for peace to reign in Nigeria. I take this opportunity to profoundly thank my boss, His Excellency Muhammad Buhari GCMR, for his unblemished support, dedication, attention, and concern for Borno State and the Northeast in general throughout his tenure as the President of Nigeria. It is during his time that we got Federal Polytechnic in Borno. It is during his time that Federal College of Education is being established. It is during his time that oil and gas exploration in Borno State resumed. It is during his time that we regain peace in Borno State. It is during his time that we get 132 kVA power supply to Borno State. It is during his time that we get 50 megawatt gas power supply. We salute him and inshallah we will not fail him.
Now that the governor has been sworn in, Borno citizens are optimistic that he will uplift their living standards more than before.
And that's our package on this episode of Borno Restoration. Many thanks for watching. I am Jessie Tafida. See you next time. Bye-bye.